Have you ever wondered what truly determines a fulfilling and healthy old age? As we navigate the complexities of growing older, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the many changes life presents. In this video, we will explore vital insights that can help you or your loved ones embrace the golden years with confidence and joy. From understanding the importance of maintaining a positive mindset to recognizing the significance of financial independence, each point we discuss will empower you to take charge of your health and happiness. You'll discover practical tips for fostering meaningful relationships, managing your emotions, and making wise lifestyle choices that contribute to longevity. Stay tuned until the end, as we'll share essential strategies to help you avoid common pitfalls that many encounter in their later years. Whether you're approaching retirement or caring for aging parents, the knowledge shared here can be invaluable. Don't miss out on these life-enhancing lessons that can transform your perspective on aging and bring peace and happiness to your life. Let's dive in. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Don't go to fortune-telling. In ancient wisdom, there's a powerful saying, 3 parts destiny from heaven, 7 parts effort. This timeless reminder tells us that while some aspects of our life may be influenced by fate, the majority of it is shaped by our own choices, our determination, and the way we face life's challenges. As we grow older, it's natural to worry about what lies ahead, the health struggles, the unknowns of aging, the inevitable changes. Fortune tellers may promise answers to these anxieties, giving a sense of temporary comfort or direction. But does that fleeting comfort truly serve us? For elderly individuals especially, every moment and every resource is precious. Why spend it on vague predictions when those moments could be dedicated to nurturing something far more meaningful, our well-being and peace of mind? Rather than surrendering to the allure of fortune-telling, imagine investing that energy into something truly transformative. Self-care. A balanced lifestyle, a nourishing diet, gentle but consistent exercise, and a calm, positive outlook. These are the real keys to longevity. This approach doesn't just prolong life. It enriches it, allowing us to experience each day with clarity and strength. Cultivating kindness, laughter, and deep connections with loved ones brings a satisfaction and serenity that no horoscope could ever guarantee. I firmly believe that living each day with purpose and positivity, choosing to create joy and health from within, is the best way to embrace the years ahead. Let's take charge, honoring the effort that has brought us this far. Our happiness and health lie not in the stars, but in our own hands, and there is nothing more empowering than knowing we have the strength to shape our lives. A peaceful, fulfilling old age is crafted by the choices we make daily, choices that reflect our courage, our love, and our enduring spirit. 2. Move carefully, avoid climbing high. As we age, moving with care and avoiding high places becomes more than just advice. It's essential for safety, independence, and peace of mind. Our bodies, once agile and strong, naturally become less flexible and resilient with time. For an elderly person, a seemingly small misstep or slip can lead to a major injury, often with lasting consequences. One fall can mean a broken bone, a long hospital stay, or even the possibility of being confined to bed indefinitely. This harsh reality can be devastating, not only for the individual but for their family as well, who may suddenly face the emotional and physical demands of caregiving. It's deeply unsettling to think that a single moment of carelessness could result in a life-changing injury. No one wants to experience that kind of loss of freedom or feel as though they're a burden to their loved ones. But the truth is, even if family members step in lovingly, it's an emotional and logistical challenge for everyone involved. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. To prevent these unfortunate situations, elderly people should approach movement with mindfulness. Limiting activities that involve climbing or strenuous effort can be a life-saving decision. Creating a safer living environment by removing tripping hazards, securing rugs, ensuring good lighting, and perhaps even using supportive devices can make all the difference. With a few thoughtful adjustments, it's possible to maintain a stable, secure home where independence is preserved as much as possible. These small steps help protect not only physical health but also the dignity, peace, and quality of life that everyone deserves in their later years. Taking precautions is a way of showing respect for ourselves and for those who care for us. By prioritizing safety, elderly individuals can embrace their years with greater confidence and ease, free from the shadow of potential accidents. 3. Accumulate wealth for life. As we journey into old age, the reality of declining income becomes unavoidable. For most, the ability to earn as we did in our younger years gradually fades, making a stable financial foundation not only a practical asset but also an emotional anchor. Money at this stage of life takes on a new meaning. It's no longer just about supporting our daily lives, but also about securing our well-being, safety, and independence. Aging brings with it a host of additional expenses, from medical bills to health services and home assistance. Without a solid financial cushion, many elderly people find themselves burdened with stress, unable to access the quality care they deserve, leading to feelings of vulnerability and even abandonment. Financial independence is a gift, offering not only security but also a sense of dignity in later years. With a strong financial base, the elderly can avoid the uncomfortable reality of relying on their children for support, which often helps to prevent potential conflicts over money within the family. This freedom nurtures a profound sense of peace and self-worth, fostering harmony and respect within family relationships. To truly enjoy a fulfilling and peaceful life in old age, it's essential to prioritize financial planning early on. This involves carefully accumulating assets, making wise investments, and managing expenses so that every stage of life can be embraced without financial fear. Yet, it's not just about building wealth, it's also about safeguarding health, a priceless treasure as we age. The temptation to continue working hard, just as we did in our younger days, is often strong, with many elderly people believing they can push through as they always have. However, overworking in later years can be risky, leading to exhaustion and potentially life-threatening health issues. Our bodies between the ages of 65 and 75 become more sensitive to fatigue and less resilient in recovery. Ignoring these signals by taking on strenuous tasks can increase the risk of heart disease, joint issues, and even strokes, stripping away the joy and peace we strive to maintain. Acknowledging our limits is not a weakness but an act of wisdom. Prioritizing rest, pacing activities, and embracing gentler, moderate physical pursuits can help protect our health and vitality. This balance between activity and rest becomes the foundation for a vibrant, peaceful life in our later years. The ultimate goal is to live each day free from financial worry and physical pain, focusing on the moments that bring us happiness and the relationships that fill our hearts. 4. Don't be too frugal. As people enter their later years, particularly those who have lived through tough times, it's common to hold on to habits of extreme saving. Many seniors avoid spending on themselves, accepting only the bare essentials, like eating leftovers and choosing not to indulge in new clothing or small luxuries. But old age is a precious phase, a time to embrace self-care and reward oneself for years of hard work. It's the time to savor life's simple pleasures, whether it's a warm, delicious meal, cozy, high-quality clothes, or the excitement of a new experience. Treating oneself to these joys can uplift the spirit and even nourish the body in ways that strict frugality might limit. Being overly frugal, especially at this age, can sometimes do more harm than good. Imagine skipping a nutritious meal or settling for old food just to save a little extra. It can impact health, energy, and even happiness. Life is short, and as the saying goes, we can't take our wealth with us when we leave this world. Those years of careful saving should be enjoyed now, not hoarded. Allow yourself to enjoy what you may have missed in earlier years. Buy that comfortable chair, take that trip you've dreamed of, and treat yourself to fresh and wholesome food. Remember, you've earned it. Spending reasonably, but with kindness toward yourself, can transform these years into a time of joy, fulfillment, and peace. After all, life's true wealth lies not just in what we save, but in the richness of the moments we live fully. So take care of yourself, indulge a little, and experience the beauty of a life well lived in your final years. 5. Keep your old house. A home isn't just four walls and a roof, it's the very heart of a lifetime of memories, a place where love, laughter, and comfort thrive. For the elderly, staying in a familiar home is more than a preference. It's a source of deep-rooted stability, a comforting embrace of all they've known and cherished. Imagine the warmth of walking through rooms that have seen decades of birthdays, family gatherings, and quiet mornings. Such spaces offer not only a sense of safety but a powerful sense of belonging and identity. However, it's heartbreaking to see some elderly parents pressured by their children to give up this sanctuary, whether to move in together or trade it for a better option. While their children's intentions may be rooted in love, pushing them to let go of their home can strip them of the security and control that a familiar environment brings. Moving out may bring a frightening sense of dependency, leaving them feeling as if they're losing their autonomy, their comfort, and even their dignity. The act of staying in a beloved home becomes a profound statement of independence, allowing them to live out their days on their terms. The timeless wisdom, "Parents are better off living independently," carries much truth here. Independence isn't just about physical space. It's about the peace and confidence that come from knowing they're in a place they've shaped and cherished over the years. Before making a drastic decision to sell, the elderly need to reflect on what their home truly means to them. It's not just a matter of bricks and mortar but of maintaining a cherished sense of freedom and self-worth. Rather than rushing into decisions driven by others' advice, they must prioritize their well-being and consider the emotional impact of leaving behind a home that's been an anchor through the storms of life. 6. Don't buy too many unnecessary health protection products. Today's market is flooded with countless health protection products, from dietary supplements and miracle tonics to high-tech medical gadgets, all advertised as the key to better health or a longer life. We see these products everywhere, each with bold claims and promises that tug at our desire to feel well and live longer. But the hard truth is that not every product delivers what it promises. So many of these items are merely the result of clever marketing strategies, designed more to fill company wallets than to improve anyone's well-being. As we age, it's natural to feel the desire to regain control over our health, especially as we face physical changes. It's heartbreaking to see so many seniors, hoping to hold on to their vitality, get caught up in these alluring promises. They invest large amounts of money in products that often fail to deliver, feeling disappointment and, at times, even guilt for falling for these claims. And let's be real. Spending too much on these unnecessary products can place a huge strain on one's finances, leading to worry and stress, precisely the things we're trying to avoid for a healthy life. Rather than getting swept up in the latest health trends, it's wise to focus on what truly works. A balanced lifestyle grounded in wholesome food, gentle exercise, and regular medical checkups. This approach might sound simple, but its effects are real and lasting. Investing in time-tested methods of self-care can save money and bring peace of mind, all while improving quality of life. After all, our health journey should be about feeling empowered, not burdened by needless expenses or dashed hopes. 7. Don't argue with your spouse in old age. As we grow older, few relationships hold as much significance as the one we share with our spouse. In our golden years, when children have grown up and drifted into their own busy lives, our spouse becomes not just our closest companion but our rock, our confidant, and our daily source of joy. Imagine the comfort of having someone by your side who understands your heart deeply, who shares your memories, your triumphs, and even the tough times you've overcome together. But arguments and conflicts, especially at this stage of life, can chip away at that precious connection, leaving behind lingering hurt and stress that neither heart nor mind needs. Every disagreement takes away from the warmth and joy that could otherwise fill these years. When we argue, it's not just words exchanged in frustration. It's moments of peace lost, small wounds inflicted on a bond that has weathered so much already. And in old age, that bond is sacred. Our spouse is no longer just a partner. They're our safe harbor, the one we lean on when the rest of the world fades away. Instead of allowing conflict to cloud our days, it's essential to embrace patience, compromise, and gentle understanding. Think of it like playing a beautiful, soothing melody together. Just like the saying goes, old married couples are like a piano. Every key, every note, resonates in harmony when played with care. In the same way, when we nurture our relationship with compassion and understanding, we create a peaceful rhythm that fills our lives with joy and contentment. In these later years, harmony with our spouse becomes our most cherished gift. Choosing to forgive, to listen, and to support each other brings a deep-seated peace that carries us through. When we prioritize our connection, each day can pass quietly and happily, filled with warmth, gratitude, and the comfort of knowing we are loved. Remember, our spouse is the one who will walk with us until the very end. Let that journey be as harmonious and beautiful as it can be. 8. If you are lonely, don't remarry. Choosing whether to remarry in later years is one of life's most significant and challenging decisions. Remarrying, especially in old age, can feel like a fresh start, offering companionship and someone to share life with. However, this choice is rarely as simple as it seems. Too often, marriages later in life come with complexities that can overshadow the joy one hoped for. Both partners have spent decades building their routines, values, and habits, which can make merging lives unexpectedly difficult. These differences, while subtle at first, can lead to tensions as both people try to reconcile their established ways of living. Additionally, financial disagreements and issues with children from previous marriages can add layers of stress. Imagine navigating delicate family dynamics, where every decision might impact adult children or inheritance expectations. It's easy to see how these challenges can turn a relationship, once filled with hope, into a source of strain and misunderstanding. In some cases, remarriage brings joy and support, a renewed sense of belonging. But it's essential to recognize that in many other situations, it can bring unforeseen stress, conflict, and even heartache. For those feeling the ache of loneliness, there are other deeply fulfilling ways to find connection and meaning. Close friendships, nurturing bonds with grandchildren, or engaging in community activities can offer warmth and purpose without the weight of marital challenges. Rather than rushing into a marriage just to fill a void, it's worth taking a step back to assess if this is truly what you desire, or if it's a quick remedy for loneliness. Real happiness in later years often comes from relationships built on genuine affection and understanding, not out of urgency or fear of being alone. 9. Don't enter a nursing home. Entering a nursing home can be a difficult decision for many elderly individuals and their families, and while it may be the right choice for some, it's often not the ideal place to spend one's final years. The thought of moving away from a familiar environment, a cherished home filled with years of memories, and into a facility with strangers can be heart-wrenching. Imagine the pain of leaving behind the very space where you've celebrated holidays, laughed with family, and found comfort through life's challenges. That place holds a piece of you, a piece that no nursing home, no matter how comfortable, can replicate. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When physical limitations make self-care challenging, the option of a nursing home can seem practical. However, for many elderly individuals, it can lead to profound feelings of loneliness and isolation. Being away from family can make one feel abandoned, and relying on the help of strangers, no matter how professional, cannot replace the warmth and care of loved ones. The environment often feels clinical, lacking the warmth of a true home, and the routine and regulations may strip away the autonomy they once cherished. This loss of independence, combined with the absence of familiar faces and routines, can result in deep sadness and even depression, as many elderly people feel their lives have lost their meaning. On the other hand, remaining in a familiar home, the very walls that have provided comfort for decades, can offer an unparalleled sense of peace and security. Surrounded by family and loved ones, elderly individuals can maintain a feeling of connection and belonging that a nursing home often cannot provide. Having familiar sights, sounds, and even the scent of home around them is a source of reassurance that soothes the heart and keeps the spirit alive. Moreover, nursing homes, despite their intentions, cannot always provide the quality of care we wish for our loved ones. While some facilities offer excellent support, others fall short, leaving elderly individuals feeling neglected or, at times, even mistreated. This can be devastating for them and heartbreaking for family members who hoped for more. If it's within reach, arranging for in-home care, with a caregiver who respects and genuinely cares for their well-being, can be a far more compassionate and fulfilling option. It ensures that our elders can age with dignity, surrounded by the love and comfort that every person deserves. 10. Relationships with colleagues and friends will fade after retirement. As retirement approaches, relationships with colleagues and work friends often begin to drift away. It's a bittersweet reality that, as life evolves, each person embarks on their unique path. This fading connection doesn't mean those relationships lack significance. In fact, they often hold beautiful memories and shared experiences. However, learning to accept that everything has its season can be liberating. There's deep wisdom in embracing these natural separations, letting go without bitterness, and finding peace in knowing that these chapters were meaningful but are now gently closing. For many elderly individuals, the emotional pull of these changes can be profound. Those we once saw every day, those who shared our professional highs and lows, start to go their way, seeking new purposes and joys in their post-career lives. It's only natural to feel a sense of loss, even nostalgia, for those familiar faces and daily interactions. Yet, rather than clinging to what was, focusing on the relationships that bring warmth to our present lives, like family or lifelong friends, can be far more fulfilling. This acceptance can lighten the spirit, relieving the burden of holding onto the past and allowing space for a future filled with love, peace, and happiness. By nurturing relationships that truly matter now, elderly individuals can build a life rooted in joy and contentment. Instead of looking back with regret, they can embrace the beauty of the present, fostering a serene, joyful existence that makes this chapter of life truly meaningful. 11. If you don't understand something, let it be until tomorrow. In the later stages of life, challenges can feel overwhelming, leaving many elderly people worried and weighed down with stress. Yet, there's an incredible wisdom in simply allowing certain problems to rest, at least for a day. We're often told that not every difficulty needs to be tackled immediately, and there's comfort in the old saying, "Let it go until tomorrow. The mountain will find its path." Sometimes, time itself is the greatest healer and problem solver, revealing solutions that weren't visible in moments clouded by urgency and tension. There's something truly powerful about choosing to step back, taking a breath, and letting time work its magic. Rather than forcing answers when you're feeling stressed, allowing a pause can bring clarity that would otherwise be hidden. Waiting until the mind is calm and rested not only makes it easier to find solutions, but also protects emotional and physical well-being. After all, as we age, peace of mind and body become even more precious. From my perspective, I've seen how empowering it can be to trust in the unfolding of time rather than feeling pressured to solve everything immediately. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for yourself is to embrace patience, allow a night's sleep to ease your heart, and welcome the fresh insights that come with a new day. In the end, a calm heart and a clear mind are priceless, transforming life in old age into one of lightness, resilience, and serenity. So, why not let go, even if just for a little while, and give yourself permission to relax and truly live? 12. Don't boast about your assets to relatives. Money and assets are delicate, even fragile, topics, especially within family circles where emotions and relationships run deep. When we proudly, even innocently, discuss our possessions or financial success, it's easy to forget how these words might sound to others. For those in their later years, sharing too much about personal wealth can unintentionally spark feelings of envy, resentment, or even bitterness among relatives. The reality is that boasting about what we have, no matter how well-intentioned, can lead to tension, hurt, and eventually, conflicts that can strain or even sever family bonds. Keeping our financial affairs private, especially in our senior years, is not only wise but also compassionate. It shows respect for the struggles others may be quietly enduring. Why place an unnecessary barrier between ourselves and those we love? By choosing discretion over display, we preserve harmony, safeguarding our relationships from misunderstandings and unspoken rivalries. It's a way to ensure our family interactions remain genuine and unaffected by material concerns. Furthermore, only those who truly need to know, such as trusted family members or legal advisors, should be informed about our financial situation. By doing so, we protect not only our assets but also the purity and love within our families. Isn't it a blessing to sit together with loved ones, feeling peace rather than the weight of unspoken comparisons? Let's keep our relationships pure and untainted by wealth, remembering that our greatest asset is the love we share, not the possessions we hold. 13. Maintain good relationships with neighbors. There's an old saying, good neighbors are worth more than gold and silver, which speaks to the priceless value of neighborly connections, especially as we age. As life slows down, and we spend more time at home, our neighbors can become a vital source of support, friendship, and comfort. For elderly individuals, these relationships can make the difference between feeling isolated and feeling truly cared for. Imagine having someone just a few steps away who notices if your lights aren't on, or who will call for help if you have an accident. This kind of care isn't something we can buy, but it's something we can build. In times of need, a nearby neighbor can be a guardian angel, whether they're calling emergency services, reminding you to lock the door, or simply offering a kind word. And it goes beyond emergencies. A neighbor can offer small but heartfelt gestures, helping carry groceries, lending a hand with a tricky task, or even just sharing a friendly wave that brightens your day. It's in these simple exchanges that a true sense of community is born. For those growing older, a supportive community can make each day a little brighter, a little more reassuring, and a lot less lonely. Living in harmony with neighbors can transform the atmosphere around us, creating a warm, inviting environment that makes coming home a joy. Instead of feeling like strangers separated by walls, a community where people look out for each other creates a sense of belonging and security. Rather than withdrawing into isolation, building positive relationships with neighbors can foster mutual respect and understanding, turning daily life into something beautiful. Simple acts, like greeting each other warmly, offering help, or showing a friendly smile, can nurture bonds that remind us all of the kindness still present in the world. As we age, we all deserve to feel safe, cared for, and connected. A close-knit community provides not only a sense of security but also brings comfort, joy, and a feeling of purpose. Neighbors can enrich our lives, helping us feel less alone and more embraced by those around us. Let's cherish these connections, for they are truly priceless treasures. 14. Go outside, turn on lights. As we age, our bodies change in countless ways, some subtle and others more profound. One of the most challenging shifts is the gradual decline in vision, particularly in low-light conditions. This isn't just an inconvenience, it can be a true safety concern. Navigating through dimly lit areas, even familiar ones, can become risky. Every shadow conceals potential hazards. Every dark corner hides objects that may trip us up, leading to painful, sometimes severe accidents. It's heartbreaking to think that a single fall could result in fractures or a long-term loss of mobility, turning an everyday moment into a life-altering event. For our elderly loved ones, or ourselves as we enter these golden years, taking steps to ensure well-lit surroundings is not just practical, it's essential. Each time we turn on a light, we're casting away danger, creating a safer path. When stepping out at dusk or moving around the home at night, having ample lighting or carrying a flashlight is not an option. It's a lifeline. This small act can make all the difference in the world, not just physically but emotionally, too. A well-lit space brings peace of mind, a sense of control and confidence, knowing each step is safe. It's easy to overlook these details, but they are the very things that keep us independent and safe. For every person walking a little slower, holding onto walls for support, or feeling anxious in the dark, remember, light is a friend that protects. By embracing this simple habit, we're not just illuminating our surroundings. We're safeguarding our well-being and cherishing our freedom. So, turn on the lights, carry a flashlight, and let's ensure every step is filled with security, comfort, and dignity. 15. Don't compare yourself to others. It's human nature to look around and measure ourselves against others, but constantly chasing these comparisons can be a heartbreaking journey, one that often leads to feelings of disappointment, frustration, and even sadness. Every person walks a unique path, with their blend of experiences, challenges, and strengths. When we spend our days looking at those who seem to have more wealth, better health, or a seemingly smoother life, we inevitably miss out on the beauty in our own lives. With age, changes in health, finances, and our living environment become part of our reality, and comparing ourselves to others only deepens the pain of these shifts. Instead, imagine the peace that comes from embracing what you have, however humble or simple it may be. Finding joy in the small, precious details of everyday life, like a warm conversation, a comforting routine, or the quiet beauty of a sunset, can fill your heart in ways that comparisons never will. For older adults, this is especially important. Take time to reflect on the meaningful relationships you've nurtured, the achievements that have marked your life, and the wisdom that has grown with you over the years. Happiness isn't about standing taller than others. It's about standing proud in your own story, grateful for each chapter. By focusing on what you've built and the blessings that fill your life, you'll find a richness that comparisons can never provide. Embrace the fullness of your own life, and remember, true happiness blooms not from the urge to compete, but from the deep appreciation and acceptance of your unique journey. 16. Don't eat too much. It's often said, eat just enough to feel satisfied, and you'll unlock the door to a longer, healthier life. This simple, powerful reminder carries even more significance as we grow older. Overeating puts a heavy strain on the digestive system, pushing it to work overtime, which can result in uncomfortable fullness, indigestion, and eventually more severe health issues, especially for the stomach, liver, and heart. For elderly people, this concern is even greater. As the body ages, its ability to digest and metabolize food declines, and this decline can make the body feel sluggish and weighed down. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine finishing a meal with a sense of lightness rather than feeling overly stuffed. This shift doesn't just make you feel better in the moment. It has lasting benefits. Eating modest portions and focusing on high-quality, nutritious foods provides energy without burdening the body. Instead of large meals, elderly people might benefit from smaller, more frequent meals, rich in vitamins and minerals, and low in unhealthy fats, supporting overall vitality. Consider adding gentle movement to your routine, like a calming walk after meals. This simple act aids digestion, prevents fat accumulation, and enhances overall health, helping you feel invigorated rather than weighed down. Imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're taking gentle, mindful steps to protect your health. Embracing these healthy habits, controlled portions, balanced nutrition, and post-meal movement, isn't just about extending your years. It's about enriching them, ensuring you live fully, healthily, and vibrantly. 17. Don't consume too many fatty and salty foods. As we grow older, what we put into our bodies matters more than ever. Indulging in too many fatty, salty, or oily foods may once have seemed harmless, but with age, these choices can weigh heavily on our health. Foods packed with saturated fats, excess oils, and salt are no longer mere indulgences. They become genuine risks, potentially inviting heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes into our lives. It's a harsh reality, but one that many face, often dealing with digestive systems that are less forgiving than they once were. For elderly people, eating such foods can lead to uncomfortable indigestion or even aggravate existing chronic conditions. Imagine the difference, though, If meals were filled with vibrant vegetables, fresh fruits, and nutrient-dense foods. Not only are these choices kinder to our digestive systems, but they also nourish us from the inside out, offering the essential vitamins and minerals that strengthen our bodies. Eating this way isn't about giving up flavor or enjoyment. It's about choosing vitality, energy, and the chance to feel truly well each day. Drinking enough water and steering clear of sugary sodas and alcoholic drinks is also crucial. Hydration keeps our skin vibrant, our minds sharp, and our bodies running smoothly. Each glass of water, each healthy choice, can be a step towards a more fulfilling and resilient old age. As we get older, let's listen to our bodies and respect the wisdom they share with us. Adjusting our diets to support our health is not about deprivation. It's about choosing a life that lets us feel strong, capable, and ready for whatever each new day may bring. Taking care of ourselves this way is an act of love, a commitment to living well and cherishing the years ahead. 18. Don't let negative emotions harm your health. Negative emotions like anxiety, anger, and sadness are more than just passing feelings. They can deeply harm both your mental and physical health. It's heartbreaking to think that something as intangible as our emotions can lead to real, lasting damage. Yet studies reveal that up to 95% of diseases are linked to poor mental states. When anger takes hold, for example, our bodies respond by flooding us with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals might be helpful in short bursts, but over time, they chip away at our health, weakening the cardiovascular, nervous, and immune systems. It's as if we're slowly eroding our strength from the inside out. As we age, these impacts become even more poignant. Many elderly individuals face numerous life changes. Their health may start to falter, social connections can dwindle, and financial worries often arise. Such challenges can make it easy to slip into cycles of anxiety and depression, creating an emotional weight that feels almost impossible to lift. But letting these negative emotions take control only deepens the struggle. Imagine, instead, choosing to reclaim your mental well-being, deciding not to let these emotions define your daily experience. Learning to control your mood, though challenging, is a life-changing skill. Activities like meditation and yoga can offer peace, while a simple walk outdoors can remind you of life's beauty. Joining social groups or community events can revive a sense of connection, filling your heart with joy and purpose. The power of optimism cannot be overstated. Choosing to nurture a happy, positive spirit doesn't just bring moments of joy, it's genuinely healing. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful medicines you can give yourself in your later years. Every smile, every moment of calm, and every bit of gratitude we cultivate becomes a shield, protecting us against the harms of negative emotions and empowering us to feel truly alive. 19. Exercise appropriately for your body. Exercise is one of the most powerful gifts we can give ourselves as we grow older. It nourishes both our body and our mind. However, it's essential to recognize that not every type of exercise fits everyone, especially as we age. Intense or high-impact workouts can be risky, often leading to painful injuries that are harder to recover from as our bodies naturally weaken with age. This is why it's so important for elderly individuals to seek out gentler, yet equally effective, forms of movement that promote vitality without strain. Activities like walking, yoga, tai chi, and swimming are wonderful options, each offering unique benefits for flexibility, balance, and muscle strength while being kinder to joints and muscles. Consistency is key. Staying active and maintaining a routine, even with these lighter exercises, can yield profound benefits. Exercising regularly doesn't just keep the heart and blood pressure in check. It strengthens our immune system, lowers the risk of chronic illnesses, and profoundly enhances our mental well-being. This isn't just about living longer, but about living with a sense of peace, strength, and purpose. Listen carefully to what your body needs and choose exercises that align with those needs. The right approach to physical activity can bring joy, a renewed sense of freedom, and, ultimately, a fuller, richer quality of life that we all deserve as we age. Don't just exercise to survive. Exercise to thrive and embrace each new day with gratitude and vitality. 20. Don't skip healthcare. Health truly is the most priceless asset we have, and as we age, it becomes even more precious and fragile. In our younger years, we often feel invincible and may overlook the importance of taking care of our bodies, brushing aside minor aches, or skipping a workout here and there. But as the years pass, those small choices add up, and any neglect can lead to serious, life-altering consequences. Regular health checkups, nourishing your body with wholesome food, and staying active become more than just routines. They become acts of love for yourself. Listen carefully to your body. It often speaks to you through subtle signs. Don't ignore that lingering fatigue, that unusual ache, or a change in mood. These little signals could be hints of something that needs attention, a gentle reminder that it's time to care for yourself with the tenderness you deserve. And health is not just about physical well-being. It's a balance of the mind, body, and spirit. Mental health is as essential as physical health. Make space in your life for relaxation, joy, and peace. Sleep soundly, reduce stress wherever you can, and keep an optimistic spirit alive in your heart. When you nurture yourself in this way, you're building a foundation not just for longer life, but for a life filled with vibrancy, quality, and happiness. Remember, every small step you take to care for yourself today is an investment in the beautiful, fulfilling future you deserve. When you treat your health as a treasure, you give yourself the gift of a brighter, more joyful tomorrow. 21. Don't skip sleep. As we age, sleep can become elusive, and many dismiss it as just another inconvenience of growing older. However, sleep is a cornerstone of health, especially crucial for elderly people. The phrase, "old people sleep poorly," sadly rings true, as aging often brings more restless nights and shallow sleep. But it's a mistake to ignore this challenge. Sleep deprivation isn't just a nuisance. It can have a profound impact on well-being, contributing to memory decline, persistent fatigue, stress, and a heightened risk of severe issues like heart disease and strokes. Imagine the exhaustion of waking multiple times a night, whether due to discomfort, anxiety, or the frequent need to use the bathroom. For many seniors, this cycle is painfully familiar. Yet, sleep remains vital for restoring energy, healing the body, and refreshing the mind. When sleep suffers, everything suffers. Ensuring quality sleep isn't about luxury, it's about survival. The body has an incredible capacity to heal, but it needs proper rest to do so. Simple yet effective steps can make all the difference. Establish a consistent sleep and wake time, avoid heavy meals or caffeine in the evening, and create a serene, comforting environment. For those struggling to drift off, calming pre-sleep rituals, like reading a favorite book, enjoying soft music, or meditating, can be remarkably effective. Remember, when you take care of your sleep, you're taking a stand for your mental and physical health, and nothing matters more than that. There's an unfortunate truth many realize only with age. Health, not wealth, is our greatest asset. Youth often comes with the illusion of invincibility, a notion that good health is something we're owed. But as time passes, we learn that health is fragile and precious, far more valuable than any amount of money, fame, or possessions. These material things mean little if we lack the strength to enjoy them. True health is the foundation of a fulfilling life, one that allows us to savor every moment independently and joyfully, even in our later years. As we enter old age, it becomes even clearer that preserving health is an active journey. It means making mindful choices, a balanced diet, moderate exercise, regular checkups, and nurturing a joyful, optimistic spirit. It requires patience, perseverance, and a deep connection to one's own body. Ignore the small warning signs at your own risk, because, ultimately, health is what dictates our quality of life. When we treat our bodies with respect, we not only extend our years but enrich them, creating a life filled with energy and gratitude. Prioritizing both physical and mental health is a wise investment, especially as we aim to age gracefully. This is why these 23 essential guidelines serve as a roadmap for anyone looking to live a vibrant, confident life well into their golden years. By avoiding these common pitfalls, We do more than just maintain our health. We nurture our confidence and our capacity for joy. After all, what could be more fulfilling than a life well lived, supported by the strength and serenity that come from taking care of oneself? Let's cherish and protect our health. It is, without question, our most valuable gift. 22. Don't skip sleep. Sleep is not just a routine but a precious gift that becomes increasingly vital as we age. Although there's a common belief that older people sleep poorly, this is more than just a saying. It's a reality many elderly people face. With age, the body's natural rhythm changes, and sleep can become elusive, often shorter and less restful. But dismissing sleep as something we simply have to do without is a dangerous trap. Lack of sleep affects the very core of our health, potentially leading to serious issues like memory decline, fatigue, emotional instability, and even increasing the risk of heart disease and strokes. Imagine waking up multiple times a night because of health challenges like frequent urination, joint pain, or heightened anxiety. These disruptions are common, and they chip away at the body's ability to truly rest and recharge. Yet, sleep remains a cornerstone of vitality, offering a chance to regenerate, heal, and clear the mind. Without it, our resilience diminishes, and life can feel like an uphill battle. For a fulfilling, restful night's sleep, establishing a consistent sleep routine is essential. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can signal your body that it's time to wind down. Avoiding caffeine and heavy meals before bed can prevent your body from staying too alert while creating a tranquil environment. Quiet, cozy, and comfortable that can gently invite you into deeper rest. Taking time for relaxing activities before bed, like reading, listening to soothing music, or practicing a few minutes of meditation, can be incredibly effective for calming the mind and preparing the body for sleep. Sleep is more than just rest. It's a vital act of self-care. Investing in good sleep is an investment in your mental and physical health. When we're young, health may seem like an endless resource, something we take for granted. But as the years go by, the body reveals its vulnerabilities, and we realize that our well-being is the most valuable asset we possess. Money, success, material things. None of these hold value if our health deteriorates. They lose their meaning if we don't have the strength to enjoy them. A healthy mind and body allow us to live with joy, independence, and dignity in our later years. Entering old age calls for a commitment to nurturing this precious gift of health. It means following a lifestyle that respects our body's needs. Nutritious food, regular and gentle exercise, routine checkups, and a positive outlook. This isn't always easy. It requires patience, attentiveness, and a deep respect for the body's signals. Ignoring those small warning signs or pushing through without adequate care only deprives us of the quality of life we've worked so hard for. A healthy body not only extends our lifespan but enriches every moment, helping us experience life with a sense of vitality and purpose. Remember, there's no greater investment than in your well-being, both physically and mentally. Each of the 23 points mentioned here is a valuable reminder for protecting our health, finding peace, and cultivating happiness. By avoiding common health mistakes, we secure our confidence, independence, and joy in the later stages of life. There's nothing more empowering than taking control of your health. It's the wisest decision you'll ever make for a truly fulfilling and peaceful old age. 23. Don't neglect sleep. As we journey through life and grow older, sleep becomes an essential cornerstone for sustaining our health and well-being. It's a well-known saying that old people sleep poorly, reflecting the reality that as we age, not only does the duration of our sleep tend to shorten, but its quality often diminishes too. This struggle with sleep can have profound effects, impacting both the mind and body. A lack of restful sleep in older age doesn't just leave one feeling tired. It can lead to memory lapses, heightened stress, and even serious health risks, including heart disease and strokes. For many elderly individuals, night after night is punctuated by restless awakenings due to health issues like frequent urination, body aches, or anxiety. Despite these challenges, quality sleep remains vital, acting as a powerful healer that helps the body rejuvenate, recover strength, and clear the mind. It's heartbreaking to witness the toll that poor sleep can take on one's spirit and vitality. Yet, there's hope. By adopting mindful habits, seniors can greatly improve their chances of restful slumber. Establishing a consistent bedtime and wake-up schedule, steering clear of heavy meals or caffeine before bed, and creating a calm, cozy environment can all contribute to better rest. Even simple bedtime rituals, reading a comforting book, listening to soothing music, or practicing meditation, can ease the body and mind into a peaceful sleep, nurturing a sense of well-being. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. In essence, prioritizing sleep is an act of self-love, a promise to care for both your body and your spirit. Health is, undeniably, our most valuable asset, a truth we often overlook in our youth. In those younger years, we take our resilience for granted, pushing our bodies to their limits, and rarely thinking about the future. But as the years pass, the reality of aging sets in, and we come to a powerful realization. Without health, everything else, money, fame, material possessions, loses its meaning. What good is wealth if we lack the strength to enjoy it? What is fame if we don't have the vitality to celebrate it? True wealth lies in health, the priceless treasure that allows us to live with joy, independence, and dignity in our later years. Entering old age requires us to commit to a lifestyle that nurtures our well-being. This means making wise choices, following a nourishing diet, staying active through regular exercise, going for routine health checkups, and keeping a cheerful, positive attitude. It's about truly listening to our bodies and staying attuned to any signs that may hint at deeper issues. Ignoring even the smallest warning signals could have consequences that no amount of wealth or success can remedy. When we protect our health, we protect our happiness, our independence, and our ability to share joyful moments with those we love. Reflecting on these 23 essential points for healthy aging reminds us that the small steps we take today shape the quality of our tomorrow. These are not just tips but heartfelt reminders of what matters most in life. By avoiding these mistakes, we gift ourselves the chance to age with confidence, grace, and a sense of peace. As we wrap up this discussion, I hope these insights serve as a gentle guide, encouraging you and those around you to approach aging with wisdom, care, and a deep appreciation for the gift of life. In the next segment of this video, I invite you to delve into the topic, 3 things to remember when old age faces illness. When old age approaches, it's not just the visible signs, wrinkles, gray hair, that we fear. It's the prospect of illness and, sometimes, the heartbreak of facing it alone. Many seniors grapple with the quiet dread of becoming bedridden, losing their independence, and feeling as if they're a burden on loved ones. As the body becomes frail and doesn't respond to our desires the way it once did, how can one maintain an optimistic outlook, finding ways to reduce stress on family members? These concerns weigh heavily on the minds of the elderly, even those who are otherwise strong in spirit. There's a painful fear tied to aging, the fear of prolonged illness, confined to bed, without children or loved ones nearby. If sickness leaves one unable to care for oneself, it inevitably changes the family's dynamics, disrupting their daily rhythms. The patient, often frustrated and saddened, might become irritable, casting a shadow over the household. This can lead to a mix of sorrow and strain that everyone feels deeply, creating an atmosphere that breeds sadness, blame, and even resentment. And so, even in times of illness, maintaining a positive outlook can be an act of love for one's family. A calm, resilient spirit lightens the emotional load of caregiving, allowing the household to remain harmonious, even in difficult times. Taking care of our mindset is a way of offering comfort to those we hold dear, especially when health wavers. First, a positive, optimistic mindset and a light-hearted attitude towards life and death. A positive, optimistic mindset and a light-hearted approach to life and death can transform our final days into something beautiful. Death is a daunting, profound subject, one that touches the deepest parts of our hearts. When someone learns their time is drawing to a close, it's natural to feel a storm of emotions, a fierce attachment to everything left behind. the unexplored places, the dreams still hanging in the air, the promises and responsibilities unfulfilled. Life has taken us on a wild journey, through towering joys and soul-crushing heartbreaks, through love that filled us with light and loss that left us in the dark. These experiences, whether uplifting or painful, shape who we are. They are life itself. Once we accept this truth, once we realize that even our regrets are a part of this grand tapestry, we begin to let go of the bitterness, the anger, and the fear that illness brings. We stop running from the inevitable and stop pointing fingers at fate. These are hollow attempts to resist what we cannot control. Complaints and blame are the voices of fear, but true strength emerges when we choose to stand up and face the challenges head-on. Those who embrace this resilience find a way to start again, even as the end draws near. They fill their hearts with optimism, like the characters in A Beautiful Dream, a story that speaks to the courage we all have within us. Imagine two men, one a modest auto repair worker and the other a billionaire, both facing the same grim prognosis. When death looms over them, they dare to live boldly. They cast aside the limitations that once bound them and set out to fulfill long-held wishes they had once believed were out of reach. Together, they dive from airplanes and race cars and, most importantly, reconnect with the love and warmth of those around them. In the end, their journey isn't about prolonging life but about embracing it with open arms. Their loved ones, though deeply saddened by the loss, find solace in knowing that these two men lived their last days with a full heart, free from the burden of regrets. There is profound peace in knowing that they left no dreams unfulfilled, no joy unclaimed. And perhaps, through their courage, they leave behind a reminder for all of us, to live fully, love fiercely, and face each day, even our last, with unwavering courage and joy. Second, a tolerant, non-compulsory attitude towards others. A second crucial trait is a tolerant, non-compulsory attitude towards others, especially loved ones. For many elderly individuals, there comes a deep understanding that they cannot and should not expect their children to care for them around the clock when they fall ill. They realize that modern life demands a relentless pace, piling on pressures that make it nearly impossible for anyone to both work and tend to family members full-time. Yet, this realization isn't always easily accepted by everyone. I remember vividly when my uncle was involved in a serious traffic accident and required intensive care. His children, deeply worried and anxious, wanted nothing more than to be by his side. But the harsh reality was that none of them could afford to spend every waking moment at his bedside due to their job responsibilities and financial constraints. Once his condition began to stabilize, the family was forced to make a difficult choice. Should they hire a caregiver to look after him, or should they try to take turns managing his care? However, my uncle vehemently rejected the idea of outside help, feeling betrayed by his own children's inability to be there for him constantly. He saw their absence as a sign of disrespect and unfilial behavior, believing they owed him their undivided attention. As a result, his son felt obligated to quit his job and rush to the hospital every day to provide the care his father demanded. Although this gesture was heartfelt, it placed a severe financial strain on his son's household, impacting his family's well-being and causing unnecessary stress for everyone involved. Wise elders, however, tend to recognize the futility of expecting such sacrifices from their children. They know that life, with all its challenges, doesn't allow for idealized caregiving. They understand that if they have the means, they should hire help for their daily needs and only rely on their children for essential matters, like signing medical paperwork or being there for critical conversations. Moreover, they appreciate the importance of self-sufficiency and try to manage independently for as long as they can, sparing their children the guilt and burden of sacrificing too much. And when their resources finally dwindle, they still would never wish for their children to upend their lives completely. This kind of understanding, rooted in compassion and wisdom, reflects a love that is free from conditions, a love that understands the limits of human endurance and chooses not to ask for more than one's children can reasonably give. It's a kind of love that aims to preserve both dignity and familial harmony, allowing everyone to breathe a little easier in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Third, a constantly progressive mentality, learning to overcome oneself. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 5 below to let me know that you are still here with me. There's a saying that resonates deeply: live to be old, learn to be old. It captures the spirit of those who, despite the years passing, never let their curiosity fade. They refuse to let age confine them or rob them of wonder. When we hold on to that desire to learn and grow, we're empowered to see each day as a new opportunity. Age becomes just a number, and we feel truly alive. But life isn't always so kind. Illness, physical weakness, and the isolation that often accompany aging can bring about feelings of despair. For many days are spent bedridden, yearning for strength they once took for granted. Yet, even in the darkest times, the heart that knows how to accept life's changes can find beauty. It's about shifting our perspective, from dread to a gentle acceptance, and realizing that life can still be fulfilling, even with limitations. Living aimlessly, and waiting for the days to pass, only adds to the sorrow of aging. Instead, there's something magical that happens when we embrace each day, seek to broaden our horizons, and connect deeply with loved ones. Imagine the strength in elderly individuals who, despite their frailty, choose to smile, to savor each meal, or to walk again, even if just a few steps. Though doctors may advise caution, sometimes it's the simple act of trying that gives them dignity and joy. It's a quiet rebellion, a way to say, I am still here. I am still living. And with that strength, many elderly find the courage to confront the inevitable. They make the most of their time, sharing precious words with children, fulfilling long-held wishes, and letting go with a peaceful heart. Death, once feared, becomes simply another step, one they face with grace. Aging is inevitable. None of us can escape life's natural course. But there's beauty in surrendering to it, in showing our children that facing life's end with strength is the legacy we leave. As I reflect on these thoughts, I am reminded of my own mother's journey, and I invite you to hear her story. One that teaches the power of resilience, love, and acceptance in the face of life's final chapter. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned from today's story. Aging, resilience, and the power of a curious, open heart are things that touch us all. So, what's one lesson that stood out to you? Something you feel inspired to carry forward in your own life? Share your thoughts below. I'd love to hear which wisdom resonated with you most deeply and how you plan to bring it into practice. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to join us on this journey of growth and reflection. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep learning.